Well, hello, everybody. Look at that. International Master Alexander Donchenko once again is playing in today's Bullet Brawl. Hopefully we can do better than last time where we lost the final score 5.5, 3.5. You guys may remember that Bullet Brawl from a few weeks ago. And we can only hope that today's Bullet Brawl will go a little bit better for this guy. That's me, in case you're wondering who this guy is. That is me. This is a King's Indian with the extended c5 pawn like a Benoni. He's going to play d5 and I'll play knight a5, or at least he was supposed to. This is weirdness to say the least, and I think I'm supposed to take here, play something with knight to g4, perhaps. And now maybe I can take it and play e5. Of course, I also could have taken right away and played knight g4 with the tempo on the queen, but I wasn't sure that was going to give me too much. So we'll go ahead and play this way. Kind of a strange position, actually. Maybe one that I'm not as thrilled about as I thought I would be. I have to worry about him playing something with knight e7 check, and then winning the b7 pawn. So I'm going to play this move that I'm not too thrilled about. Okay, he wants to kick my knight and then go win the e5 pawn. It's a stellar idea, and I'm down on time once again against my opponent. So I guess I'm going to have to just commit to being a little bit worse here. But now I might be much worse. You commit to being a little worse, and then all of a sudden you find yourself much worse. Isn't that the story of our lives? And down on time to... Oh, and that's a rook to go with it, so that's not fun. Well, we might be fighting from behind once again in today's Bullet Brawl against my particular opponent. We will see if we can do anything tricky here with the knight and the bishop, but we doubt it. Just for kicks and gigs, we'll play on a little bit further. Oops, that's a check. Okay. And it's just not fun right now. Not fun for me against this particular opponent, but it's a fresh day. It is a new Bullet Brawl, and we need to spice it up a little bit. Let's play a Tory / London / not even really sure anymore what it's all about in these lines, but they can be fun. And hopefully today will be one of those days where it's a fun line to play. Okay. One of the main issues here is developing without the c5 being a problem for my queen. I would like to find a way to almost take on c5 and play like b4 and c4 like a Moran, sort of a reversed Moran idea. But I have to remember that in 1-1 chess, it is all about playing better moves. Moves over speed in 1-1. If I can trade, I do like the bishop pair's potential in this position as the situation opens up. And he doesn't really want to open up if I have the bishop pair, but he doesn't want to keep it closed because the structure of this d5 pawn might be weak after moves like this. So he has a little bit of a conundrum. Yeah, he's going to do that, and then he's going to push, and the question for me was... Actually, I guess the question was whether or not I should have taken that way. Maybe I should have taken with the other pawn. I think I probably should have. But okay. Now I have this sort of awesome move here. Look at this move. He didn't see it coming. That's funny. What's funny is he actually has this move knight b4, sort of saving the day. I can take on d7, he takes a2, I take on c8, he takes, I take, he takes, and I have some pieces for the queen, but it's probably not so good for me. I think that's what he should have done. But instead, he didn't see it. He goes for the logical loss of the exchange, but now I also have this move, bishop to c7. And this game should be over Red Rover, pushing us to a 1-1 tie. And with it, hopefully a better result on today's Bullet Brawl. Assuming I can pull off the much-needed victory here. Okay, well, I guess there's no point in being stingy about the pawn right now. When I am indeed up the exchange, oops, no way. Did I really just do that? I think I did. I think I somehow... What is it about playing this guy? It's like bad karma or something. I've got bad mojo against this particular guy with these games. So, not even really sure what to say about it right now. Besides that it's just a mess. Yeah, now we've got this weird situation with the extra pawn that doesn't mean too much for anybody. We'll push here. And this is what we're going to do. Interesting. Interesting. I guess I'm going to back up, actually. But now I will take it and come back. What's going on here? Can I really not get out of this? Try my best to get myself out of the mess. At the very least now, it's not so simple for him to draw. So, that's good. Okay. It's a draw, of course, but it can be a little tricky sometimes to draw these things when you have no time on the clock. Why am I struggling to even make a trick here? I should be able to at least make one trick. Alright, well, I once again blow it, and my opponent knows it. And we have a stalemate. Alright. Well, this particular opponent is a struggle for me, currently. Having lost the first session we played, and now it is a 1.5 to a half game lead here for him. So, we're going to repeat the same opening we did last time. We'll see if there was not a better way for me to use the diagonal. Interesting. I guess I might regret going for this a6 move. Indeed, I think I will. So, this is bad. So, yeah, this is bad. I don't have anything good to do here. Guess we'll push. Not good. Not good, everybody. Doing my best to weasel my way out of yet another bad position. And right now, I'm down a pawn, hoping to someday develop my bishop over here. That, it's like my 5-year goal. Like you guys all set 5-year plans for yourselves. I'm hoping to sometime develop this bishop within the next 5 years. That's my plan. So, I know, pretty ambitious, you say, right? Pretty ambitious goal for this guy? Well, you know, I like to dream big. I like to live dangerously. And so it's a big dream for me. Now I'm going to go for it. Going to go for it with a shot in the dark. If e5, I have knight g4, barely holding on. If he takes, I take on e1. I get 2 rooks for the queen, and it's a mess. And if he takes there, I play here. This is what we all sort of expected might happen. Okay, I have to go for this. Can I defend it? I can. I think I can. Wait a second. I'm almost defending this position. Of course, almost doesn't really count, but it's still better than it was before. Although maybe not necessarily, huh? Maybe it's not necessarily that much better. Tried to trick him there with something funky. Ah. Yeah, that's what happens when your opponent has a big old passed pawn and there's nothing you can do about it. You get yourself down again in another hole, and you have to make a comeback in another bullet brawl. I thought this guy was a Caro-Kann player the last time we played. You guys can look up that last video and tell me if that's true, but actually, if I remember correctly, we did have one e5 English attack, which here he has e6. So not quite the same. But okay. A perennial attack, actually, is what this is. That's what this is all about now. And that's okay, too. We back up. These things are always just a big old mess. A big old mess. With weirdness for everybody. These lines are like... It's like the Tiny Tim of weirdness. Weirdness for everybody. And I'm like the Tiny Tim of making blunders for my opponent to get a winning position. Blunders for everybody. Just stupid for me. Stupid all around. Stupid is as stupid does. I am a living example of that currently. See if we can push this pawn and do something nasty. Nothing much right now, right? Well, that wasn't so good for me. Indeed. That's exactly what he should be doing. My only hope right now is that I can keep it messy enough for a blunder, which is sometimes what you have to hope for in games like this. Indeed, I see what he wants to do. He wants to take and bake, as they say. If you play right there, if he takes it... Well, I can play here, though, I guess. And it wasn't so good for me, was it? No, it really wasn't. All right, well, a struggle. A struggle currently against my opponent. Getting myself in a heap load of trouble every game against this guy. Okay. Still losing. That's how bad my position was. I'm still losing after that. I guess I can take here and do something silly. Let's see if I have a chance. Well, do I have any kind of chance? I don't think so. I guess I really just don't. Wow. Even when I get a bad game from my opponent, I fall apart. Well, this will be the last game of this particular Bullet Brawl unless I can start staging a comeback. Win a game now or go home. Win big or go home, as they say. If I remember correctly, I felt this way a few weeks ago against this guy, ultimately losing 5.5, 3.5. Now I'm down 3.5 to 1/2, so not necessarily that much better. Yeah, this stuff is always no fun for black. That's how I feel about it. These lines are always no fun. But I keep playing it as part of my repertoire for some strange reason. Uh-oh, that blunders a piece. Well, he didn't see it, so we'll take that. I guess we'll just play here. Interesting. Oh, and I lose the exchange. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I'm just falling apart here at the seams, everybody. And that's it. That's another loss of a piece, and another terrible Bullet Brawl right now. I ask for your forgiveness and hope that you will still join Chess.com. I'll see you later, everybody.